Update video. This is about my 6th take of doing an update video. I'm not good at these things. I really don't like doing them either. But it's been 6 months since I uploaded the other 3 tracks. Ended, Rubbish, Despair, those 3 things. So I feel like I owe an explanation to the new people here and to the 2 or 3 people that actually give a shit what's going on in my life. Basically what happened after those, a short time after those, or also a short time after that last update video, I ended up in acute mental health care. I broke, finally. All the stuff that I haven't been able to deal with because of my physical disability all came to a head, and I ended up with some serious issues, and paramedics did not want to leave me at home because I wasn't going to be safe here. So they put me in hospital for a few days, and so that was all right, I suppose. Didn't do anything good for my physical health. My physical health absolutely hit the bottom, but it gave me a break from the house. You know, I've been stuck in a bed for 4 years now, and it just took a toll. You know, dealing with physical illness, chronic pain, and chronic disability. Normal people can't deal with that, and I already have serious mental health issues before that, and had to ignore them because I couldn't leave the house and I couldn't go anywhere because of the physical disability as well. And none of our healthcare practitioners want to come out here because it's, I don't know, too hard to look after people who actually need the assistance. And we don't have the funding, and we're in southwest Victoria rather than the CBD, and our Premier thinks that we should all just move to the fucking city to get help because, you know, disabled people can just travel 300 fucking kilometres to get the help they need. Wasn't supposed to get political, but fuck this. I'm sick of this guy. We don't have GPs in our clinics down here. Like, it's just fucked. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with it. Well, it does have something to do with it because I was discharged from the hospital without receiving any real care because there was no GP, because it was a public holiday. And so that was the start of the year. That was back in February. It took a month after that, and after getting put into the acute mental health care system, to see a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist didn't listen to anything I had to say. He just put me on another medication. I've been on medications for the last 23 years, and I've been on all of them. I've been on SSRIs, SNRIs, anticonvulsants, antipsychotics, and none of them have done jack shit. They haven't done anything, nothing at all. Okay, they're garbage. I'm so sick and tired of being handed pills and saying, let's see if this works. These are the experts. Trust the experts. See if this works. Try this. Listen to the fucking language. Like, seriously. So yeah, after 5 days of trying this medication, I got to a point where I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and I couldn't even speak by the 5th day. And they said, well, you should get off the medication. I was like, well, I could have told you that from the start, but anyway, I went through it. I didn't even look up any side effects. It's not like I made them up because I saw them on a list. They just happened. Medications do not treat me well. None of my medications treat me well. My pain medications don't treat me well. I have an intolerance to medication. You put foreign crap into my body and my body goes, fuck this shit, and falls to bits. It doesn't work. We need other strategies. We need other things to do. So I said, I'm not taking another medication from you guys. I've done this for 23 years. It's not working. And so they discharged me because fuck you, basically, you know. You won't take our pills. So we're not going to do anything with you anymore because, you know, mental health doesn't matter unless you can take a drug to fix it. God, it was a shit show. So what happened after that? Well, we got booked into the psychologist instead. Psychologists work primarily with strategies, coping strategies, cognitive, behavioural therapy, all those sorts of things. Things where you basically just expose yourself to the problem or whatever it is, or just cognitively try to work through where's the problem coming from, what's its root cause. It can work for some people and doesn't work for others, but it was worth a shot. I've seen the psychologist once in that time, 6 months since then, because my physical health has been so terrible. And again, no one will come out to visit people who are chronically mentally ill and chronically physically ill. The two working together just kind of slates you off the system. It's too hard. Seems to be too hard for anyone. Even my exercise physiologist quit this year because I'm too much of a risk factor. Because my mental health is so bad, and they're just not qualified to be able to deal with that. I'm sure it's a liability issue more than anything else. But if I don't get my physical health sorted out, my mental health isn't going anywhere. So, what's that got to do with music? Well, quite a bit. I'm sure most of you have worked it out, that it's pretty hard to make music under those sorts of conditions of not being physically able to sleep, eat, speak, walk, stand up. I've got my instruments again, finally. It's been months. You would have seen a couple of little things that I posted up. That was one practice session that I had early in the year. And I've put a few of those clips up on Instagram. I just cut them out from that one session of about an hour of playing. I haven't really done anything with my instruments at all. 2 days ago, I deleted everything off my multi-track recorder, except for the 3 tracks that I worked on that were finished. Every work in progress is gone. I've decided to make a clean start if I'm going to do recording at all. So no more remakes, no more reboots of ideas that I had 20 years ago. There's no point. I've got to move on. I've got to start with something different. Couple of reasons for that. One, I want to write new music. It's a pretty obvious one. And two, what was two? What was the first one? I want to make new music. Two, there's no real point rehashing old stuff. It wasn't working anyway. And the ideas were from a different me. You know, I'm older now. I've got to work within my limitations. That was number two. I have to work within just the disability. I have to. There's no way that I can continue trying to be something that is beyond my capabilities. I'm still going to try. I'm still going to be pushing to make more complex music than I have done in the past. More musicality, more technique and that sort of thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to be making a prog record anytime soon with 20-minute songs, that sort of thing, that have 300 changes in them, which is a shame because that stuff's in my head. If I had the equipment to do it and I had the physical capability to sit and play, I could definitely do that. The ideas are there, but I can't bring the ideas out. I only can bring the ideas out that I can physically bring out. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's life. You got to work within your means, right? Yeah. So what's been going on? Well, since my exercise physiologist quit, I took over my own physical rehabilitation, and I've been working my ass off on that. I've been doing some Chinese exercises. There's a thing called Qigong Shibashi, which I butchered the pronunciation because I'm not even going to try, which is an 18-move system, and it's the precursor to Tai Chi. I've been working steadily on increasing my ability to do that. And it's a low impact exercise system that I can do even on my worst days, which is what I was really looking for. So I've got that. I've also got some new weights, and I'm doing some weight training for upper body so that I can actually lift my instruments, because that's been causing me a lot of issues. When I first bought my Jackson guitar, it was very light. Now it's very heavy because my conditioning has gone downhill so much. So I've been doing that. We've been working on the physical health and trying to rehabilitate there. And I've been doing a lot of cognitive things to try and get the mental health crisis under control. And I've had to do that on my own as well, which sucks, but mental health is one of those things that you really kind of have to do on your own anyway. You should have a guide, like a psychiatrist or a psychologist helping you, but it's still something you have to take control of yourself. It's your mind and it's your thoughts that are quite often the root of things, and there's quite often shit that happened to you in your past that quite often causes hyperbolic reactions to things that don't really matter. And that's what was happening to me. There was a lot of problems because of loss of control, loss of autonomy and all those sorts of things. And there was also a lot of shit from just child abuse when I was young, and shit life, basically, of a lot of abuse and a lot of shit. I'm not going to go into detail of that. Nobody really gives a fuck about that sort of shit anyway, especially not if you're a guy. Who cares? You know, physical abuse, big deal. Now, so what's happening in the future? This video is getting long. I'm really sorry. I don't know. Honestly, 100%, I don't know. Like I said, 2 days ago, I deleted everything on my multi-track. I deleted the whole lot. I just went, no, we're done with this. There was even stuff on there from 10 years ago. The ideas are in my head still. I know the chord progressions inside and out. We'll start fresh. We'll start new. If I ever get to a point where I can sit and play long enough. Sitting for 10 minutes now is hurting, but sitting with a guitar weighs 4.5 kilos, or sitting behind the drum kit and hitting things is it's excruciating. And the amount of recovery therapies that I have to do just for this, yeah, it's not good. It's fucking shit. So hopefully I'll be back one day playing music again. Once the weather warms up a bit. I mean, here in Australia, it's not very good at the moment. It's fucking cold. And coldness and chronic pain don't mix very well at all. I'm hoping this video turns out too, because I'm using a different device today. I'm using a tablet with my very edgy black and white filter on it, because, I don't know, why not? Make it more interesting. It looks a bit like my logo. Look at that. That's my logo, kind of. That's up my nose. You don't want to see it on my nose. What am I doing? Yeah, thanks for everyone who watched this. I know there's about 2 or 3 of you who will watch this, find out what's going on, who actually care about the updates and things. I don't know, there are other people who just care about if I release music and you'll jump on that, which is good. That's fine. You know, this is a bit of a boring video, but it's more just so people know where the fuck have I been for 6 months. Sorry for all the swearing, but it's been a shit year. I'm sorry. I can't describe it any other way than fucked. That's just how it is. It's a shit year. You live through this. See how you come out the other end. You're not going to be polite. You're not going to make nicely edited videos of all little photographs and, oh, here's me in hospital. Oh, so I'm not going to do that fucking shit. Why? I don't have the energy to make music. You know, why am I going to put all that effort into a fucking video? The words should be enough. I'm sick. Really, really fucking sick. I want to make music again. This isn't a motivation issue. This isn't, oh, I'm so depressed and miserable, I can't make music. This is, I'm physically unable to. There's a big difference there. And because I'm physically unable to, that's affecting my mental health. That's causing me mental issues. That's causing me to be a fucking Fruit Loop and lose my fucking shit over stupid things. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. It's like Seinfeld, isn't it?